Hey peeps, welcome back. We're talking Love During Lockup, Season 5, Episode 52. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. All right, you guys, so this episode starts out with Hunter. But it's not just Hunter and Kate, it's Hunter, Kate, and Kaylee. Okay, this is crazy as hell, right? Now, I haven't been watching Love After Lockup or Life After Lockup or any of those for the entire time that it's been on the air. But I do know that we have had other triangles. We had John, Lacey, and Shane. I remember covering them. And then before that, it was Michael, Sarah, and Megan. Now we have Kate, Kaylee, and Hunter. And if you want to think about it, we have that new couple on here, Jamaica and Donnie. And I have a feeling there's another woman involved there. So that could be another triangle. I'm just saying, this is ridiculous. So Katie, remember, she's the one who signed Hunter up for the data prison website because she didn't have any extra money and she didn't want to be putting the money that she does have on his books. She thought it was a good idea to pimp her boyfriend out and have him use other women. Well, you know what I said last week about karma. Karma always remembers an address. Now, I don't know why she didn't realize that at some point, if he's going to be talking to all these women on a regular basis, there is a possibility that he might actually have a real connection with one of these women. Well, honey, listen, he has connected with Kaylee. Now, Kaylee, I don't think she is all the way there. I really don't. She made a full meal. She took extra time off work, created a full meal, a pot roast for him, plated it and set it on the table with a candle. I said, well, if that's not Haley and Dalton. Remember when Haley used to set up romantic evenings to talk to Dalton over video chat? These women are out of their damn mind. First of all, I am not taking away time from work for a prison inmate. And I am damn sure not fixing you a plate so we can talk about it over the phone. Not only does she fix him this plate that he's never going to be able to eat, they actually end up having phone sex. And I was disgusted because, first of all, the camera crew was there. And can you imagine being a member of that camera crew? The camera crew was there. Her cat was there. And that cat was so devastated, he went and hid under the bed. I said, this is a bunch of bullshit. And Kaylee has him in her phone under hubby. Kate has decided that she is no longer okay with him having these prison pen pals. She believes that that's exactly what these ladies are, prison pen pals that only have video chats with him. She has no idea that some of these ladies, including Kaylee, they come and actually have in-person visits. Now she is so jealous, she wants him to cut these ladies off. But he's not ready to cut off Kaylee. He says that his connection with Kaylee is 100% real, and he's asking her about marrying him. I said, oh God, this is about to be a mess. Kaylee says that her last serious relationship was about 4 or 5 years ago, and it ended because of lack of communication and lack of honesty, which Hunter is not like that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm sorry, Hunter is like that. And you are out of your damn mind. Not only that, we find out that Kaylee and Katie, they live within 10 miles of each other. And Kaylee is a hairdresser. With them living within 10 miles of each other, they probably have run into each other at the local Walmart. Kate may have had her hair done by Kaylee at some point. I mean, this is crazy as hell. Kaylee is at work telling her co-worker friend about her getting married to Hunter, and he is completely shocked. He says, you just met him on a pen pal prison site 5 months ago, and you're already talking about marrying him? And he says he wants the best for her, but he can't believe it. It is too damn soon. Kaylee is a beautiful girl in my opinion, but she sends him quite a few pictures that are filtered to the gods. And, you know, he did say that they've met each other face to face. So I guess that's better than what Monique did to Derek, but it is a little bit of catfish, you know, in my opinion. I don't know. Hunter says that he's going to have a hard time making a decision if he wants to choose Kaylee or Kate. In my opinion, I think he's going to choose Kaylee because he said that one of the reasons he loves Kaylee is because she is financially independent. She also is more like him. I mean, she's making him meals and he's not even there. She has the phone sex with him all the time. Katie, she's got rules and regulations and she wants him to do what she wants him to do. And I think that Kaylee is where he's going to go. And remember that last episode, Kate said that he makes her feel so good and, he really loves her. Everything that he is saying to Kate, he is saying to Kaylee. Kaylee believes that he is the man for her, the man of her dreams, and so does Kate. Kate wanted him to get out of jail, do right for a full year, meaning not selling drugs, not taking any drugs, not drinking and smoking marijuana, getting a job, and being a law-abiding citizen for a year, and then he could ask her to marry him. Kaylee is ready to marry him ASAP, and he said he's ready to marry her. You know what? I'm laughing at Katie's ass because you thought it was cute to use these other women just so that he would have money, but you had no idea that he would actually get an emotional connection with one of these women. Now you want him to break everything off. No, ma'am. You don't even care about these other women. They have feelings too. Kaylee says that this is the first successful relationship that she's ever been in. I'm sorry, but it's not, ma'am. It's absolutely not. At the end of all this, you're going to be hurt terribly. She also went and got a tattoo of this man's initials on her thigh. I don't think so, ma'am. I really don't. You have done too damn much. And Katie is going to be devastated when she finds out that he's got this extra girlfriend. She told him he needs to break up with these women pen pals and unfortunately, they're just going to have their feelings hurt. They should have known they took that risk by starting an online dating relationship anyway. Okay, well, you should have known you took a damn risk by setting him up on an online dating website. All right, you guys, what do you think of Katie, Kaylee, and Hunter? I think that both of these ladies are going to end up with their feelings hurt big time. Savannah and Bradley. Honey, I still can't stand them. I really can't. Bradley used to be Savannah's drug dealer. What in Sam hell would she want to be dating him for? Bradley is only sober because he's locked up. And she's been sober for 2 years, thank the Lord. And he doesn't want to remain sober. He said he hopes that she don't try to push off her ways on him. This woman has cleaned up her act and found the Lord. And he is not here for it. And what really pissed me off is when he calls her, it says you have a prepaid call from, and he says, Daddy my ass. She lets him know that she's on her way to her plastic surgery appointment that they have set up and that her mama's in the car. And he says, oh, I got to watch how I talk if your mama's in the car. You damn right you do. Her mama does not like him, and I do not blame her for not liking him. Now listen, some blog site found some Facebook post from Savannah's mom, and I feel her. Like, her post touched my heart. She says, I'd spent years walking down the road of addiction with Savannah, trying to save her, bailing her out of jail, rescuing her from the hands of physical abusive men, pulling her out of storage units that she was living in, and even asking help from some brothers to pull her out of a trap house. A little over 3 months ago, I had to admit defeat and accept that the devil had won and took my only child. And I had to walk away. I was emotionally and mentally spent. As hard as I tried, I couldn't save her. 90 days ago today, God did his thing that only he could do. He rescued her. She went from dealing drugs to dealing hope. She went from slinging guns to slinging a Bible. She went from the trenches to the mountaintop. She went from darkness to light. I'm so proud of you, baby girl. And this was a post that she made on her Facebook December 17th, 2022. Her daughter, Savannah, replied, wouldn't be here without my mama. She has been my rock through the whole healing journey. Thank you for your love and support. So I do not blame her mama for not wanting to put up with Bradley and this bullshit. This is stupid as hell that you should even be thinking about dating anyone who was your former dealer, who is also an addict. Like I said before, I am not a specialist when it comes to addiction help, but I know good and damn well that two addicts are not supposed to be together. Absolutely not. We also find out that Savannah's grandmother's house, the plantation home, it turns out that not only was her grandmother, a big fan of Thomas Jefferson, she also was a big fan of the Chronicles of Narnia, and she has a wardrobe that you walk into and it goes into a theater room. That was kind of cool. But when are we going to meet this damn grandma? I'm just saying. So Savannah had the gastric bypass a while ago and she lost over 100 pounds. She's had the extra skin removed from her body, but now she wants to get a full-fledged sexy makeover, and Bradley likes women that have bigger butts. So she goes there and finds out that she can get a procedure that will, pretty much snatch her up from head to toe for almost $20,000, and she wants Bradley to pay for it. I said, this does not make sense. How the hell is Bradley supposed to get out of jail and be able to afford $19,223.15 for your body contouring plastic surgery? How does that shit work? And he's like, I'm not here for this bullshit. How am I supposed to pay for that? He says, so I'm supposed to get out of jail with $1,000, living at my daddy's house, and be able to afford to pay $900 a month for your plastic surgery? Listen, girl, please. He says that she also comes from money. Why is her family not paying for this plastic surgery? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, one of the reasons her family is probably not paying for this surgery is because she's dealing with you. If I knew that my recovering addict daughter was now dating her former drug dealer, I'm not giving her any money. I'm not giving her $5. So, hell no, that's probably why. I don't know, you guys. What do you think about these two? I think that they are going to be a mess. This is not going to end well, in my opinion. Then we meet a new couple, Jamaica and Donnie. Lord have mercy. Jamaica lives in Dayton, Ohio, which is about an hour away from where I live. I said, Lord Jesus, who the hell is moving to Dayton? Anyway, she moved to Dayton from Texas with her two adorable twin boys who are 7 years old. She says that she works in accounting or marketing. I can't remember. And she's a single mom. No, ma'am. It irritates me. It bothers me so bad when we have these moms on here who are bringing these men into their children's lives. It bothers me so bad. There is no way in hell that I am moving my children away from my family, my friends, their friends, for a man that I met in jail when I noticed him on the TikTok. No fucking way I would ever do that. Not only that, you're lying to your sons, you're lying to your family about who he is and where he is. She told her daddy that he was in the military and he's stationed somewhere in Hawaii. Then she told her children that he worked on a boat. The man is in jail. He is in jail for drug possession of heroin, possession of drug paraphernalia, drug abuse of marijuana, trafficking drugs, attempted possession of heroin. He's been in jail for 6 years. This is hell no to me. She says that when she seen him on the TikTok, she looked him up on JPay, and then he realized that she had looked him up and he started reaching out to her. She gave him her address and he sent her an edible arrangement. And that's what sealed it? Absolutely not. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Before she moved her kids to Dayton, Ohio, she had only been to see him one time. You saw him one time and you dated him for a year and you packed up and moved your kids there. Nope. Then she compared their love to the movie The Notebook. I absolutely love that movie. Please do not ever compare that relationship to The Notebook. And also, just a side note, The Notebook is fiction. I mean, this is ridiculous. She is definitely giving Indy, remember Indy and Harry when she brought her daughter down there to stay with him in Cleveland? And then Renika, when she uprooted her two teenage daughters all the way down to Atlanta. No, ma'am. Donnie. She's hoping that Donnie is going to stay out of jail, be a good influence on her sons. Donnie has been arrested. He's got like 9 mugshots. I don't think so, ma'am. I really don't. I am already tired of her. We cannot have this. Meeting these men and then bringing them into your lives, into your home with your children. She is expecting him to get out of jail. He says it's possible that he might be able to get out of jail in a year. If not, he'll be out in 2027. She wants him to move directly into her house or her apartment with her boys. No, ma'am. If we as parents are not going to protect our own children, who the hell will? Now, he told her that she wouldn't be able to come and see him because he's probably going to be thrown in the hole for something that he did, that he doesn't know what he did, and he's not sure if he's going to be in the hole. I think that he's absolutely lying. She said that when she first started dating him, she found out that he was dating somebody else, and he broke up with that girl immediately. I don't think he broke up with that girl immediately. I think that that's the reason why he's lying about going in the hole and not knowing why, because this other girl will be visiting him, and that's why her and her sons cannot. She needs to move the hell on. She needs to get a U-Haul and go right on back to Texas. Tia and Rob. Listen, I'm sick of Tia already. First of all, we find out Tia has a 7-year-old beautiful little girl. I said, why? This is what aggravates me more than anything. If you as a grown woman want to reach out to a man in prison and you want to start this relationship, fine. If you as a grown man want to reach out to a woman in prison and you want to start these relationships, fine. But if you have children, especially children who are under the age of 18, hold your fucking horses here. You want to talk to them, do that. But don't introduce them to those children and don't move them into the house with those kids. You never know what'll happen to your children. You can't just trust anybody around your kids. Sometimes you can't even trust family around your own kids. This is just a bunch of bullshit. I am so sick on this bullshit. Rob is a liar. He is clearly cheating on her. There is absolutely got to be somebody else. He cannot keep his story straight about where he's going to live when he gets out of jail. Now, at one point, she was saying that she wanted him to live with her, but he had decided to live somewhere else. Then later, she makes this saying that she didn't want him to come living at her house because she didn't know him outside of jail, and her daughter lives there. And I said, oh, this is good. This is nice. But then later in the episode, you hear her saying, well, you said you were going to be there for a month. Then you said it was 3 months. Now you're moving it to 6 months. Are you going to be ready after 3 months to move in here? So you really just want him at your place. Now, that is what seems like to me. She is more focused about him coming to her house. Why should he be at your house? And when we see her talking to her daughter says, I love Rob. How does your daughter love Rob? Why does your daughter know Rob? Like, this is all just crazy to me. It really is. Then she gets upset with him. She's outside yelling at him about his decisions to stay at this woman's house. Now, here's the thing. If you truly did not want him to be at your house, then he needs to find somewhere to be. And if he can be there, let him be there, as long as he's not with your daughter. I think he's absolutely lying. And I think she's wasting her time with this dude. And all she's going to get is her fucking feelings hurt and her daughter's feelings hurt. You should not have had your daughter in this man's life, on the phone with him, video chats, none of that shit. Then she gets so pissed off with him, she throws her own phone in the dirt. I said, well, why would you do that? Who are you hurting by throwing that phone in the dirt? And it was the lightest toss I ever seen. You're just going to have to come back out the house to get the damn phone. Just a bunch of bullshit. I'm telling you, I am sick of these couples. All of them are ridiculous. However, the Kate, Kaylee, and Hunter, I am interested. I am entertained. They are going to be the ones to watch. I'm just saying. Anyway, get out of the comments, peeps, and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.